Hey, good morning. My name is Steve Wiideman. This is Hansel. This is Jeremy. And we're with Wiideman Consulting Group. And we're going to start this new thing where we're going to explore a local coffee house nearby and talk tech and search and just do a quick kind of, welcome to the week and get things going. It's funny when I see the camera, I'm reminded of Strange Brew. Remember the movie Strange Brew?
Yes.
I want to get the lion, rent a lion that can come right to the front and see if we can get him to roar, or wave his tail, whatever we need to do.
Just have a minute.
Yeah, be like Mackenzie brothers. So take off, we're having coffee this morning, and make sure you get some corn and get ready to watch our movie.
Hoser.
You hoser, hey, exactly.
It's always better done with coffee too. Cheers.
Cheers. So this is from Ark, A-R-K,
correct.
A-R-K, in La Mirada, borderline the harbor off Beach Blvd. Every week we're going to try a different coffee. Normally we're going to try just doing like a drip coffee, just kind of like their in-house, whatever their main bean is. And then every other week we're going to do a espresso. So we'll try like their mocha, their cappuccino, whatever they're famous for. Here in Orange County, LA area, there's like thousands of small little coffee shops. Not as much as Seattle, but we're going to try to find some that are as good as Seattle so that we know probably in a few months who the best coffee shop is and where we want to go.
Love it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So let's check some. This is Americano, right?
Yeah.
Now Americano is interesting because it's got a lot of water and kind of a blend of espresso and water, but it's actually really smooth.
Yeah, it is.
One of your favorites, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's that fragrance that sucks you in first. It's nice.
Oh, leaky cup.
Oh.
Well, you've got two. This is a tricky one. You've got two different drinking sides from this fancy lid that they've given us here.
Yeah.
Very different.
It's really good though. Definitely better than some of the franchises.
Oh, yeah.
We're definitely going to stay away from all the franchises. I won't mention them by name, but I think you know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
So last week I was at the conversion conference.
How was that?
It was fun. It was so conversion. What we're talking about is somebody getting to your website and actually becoming a customer. So they'll fill out a form or they'll buy a product. The goal is to try to get as many people who hit your website to convert. Otherwise, why spend all this money on marketing? Like for our clients, we can get them to rank really well in search engines.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the point if they don't actually become customers? They don't contact us so that they can try to sell them offline. So it's a neat conference because I think it really opens up the opportunity to other marketers about ways that they can go beyond just getting the traffic to the site. Tim Ash, who runs the conference, made this neat point about during the keynote where he said, it's not a part of marketing, it's the hub of marketing. It's where all marketing goes. It all ultimately ends up on your website. And if you're not converting your customers, then why do all that stuff, right?
Huge point.
So it's really, really neat. And some of the speakers had some great ideas on how to do it. I saw a lot of sales principles being mentioned, like trust signals and logos and things that you put on your website that hopefully will convince your user to convert.
Any wild out there ideas that were new to you?
I didn't see anything that was too different from our normal template. Real high emphasis on mobile though, like mobile conversion rate. I noticed that the experience that users have when you collapse the browser is completely different, and I think a lot of businesses don't pay attention to that. They said, well, I made my site responsive, and the way I look at that is, well, it's you've satisfied the technical criteria that Google looks at when it gives you a score. So you've made your site search engine friendly, right, or mobile friendly.
Well, which responsive was actually a new word for me. Responsive is actually the term that just lets it collapse into the mobile size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, a lot of websites are still not doing that.
Yeah. Well, here's the kicker: is that the perspective that I think a lot of businesses don't have is that they're focused on making their sites mobile friendly instead of optimized for mobile, which are two different things, right? And so mobile friendly is I've satisfied the technical criteria. I've got a mobile viewport. I've got this elastic website, but I haven't looked at it from a user perspective to see if it's an actual better experience. Sure, now they don't have to, take their two fingers and spread it out, but are there still really small text links that I have to try to find and click on? Are there buttons that are a fraction of the page or a fraction of the width, and I've got to, on my phone, I've got to stretch my thumb all the way up to the top to get to it, and
so
I can't.
It's really about taking your phone and kind of practicing on the website that you're working with to make sure it's, yeah.
It's I guess you could call it like the thumb test, right? Can you put one hand in your pocket and complete a conversion with one hand easily? I think that's the way to think about how you can make your sites a little more optimized for mobile. And the other thing is font, right? Not like on desktop where you can have kind of a smaller font and just hit Control plus, and boom, it's there. With mobile, you don't have, there's no Control plus.
Right.
Your font needs to be big enough that the user can see it. And people are still using really small text and links, so, which sucks, you know.
And small phones.
I know, yes. That's another fact too.
Right.
There's so many different sizes. So that was cool about the conversion conference. Mine was the impact of SEO on conversion. So my deck kind of went through the the examples of showing how we took one site that was a watch site, and he had this page where you can sell your watch, and it has all these form fields, really hard to fill out on a mobile device. You know, wasn't a really good mobile experience at all.
Sure.
And when he realized that his traffic and his conversions were going down over time, he knew he had to do something about it, and it affected his rankings. His rankings were just dropping.
Wow.
So we went back on there, we redesigned the page with a video at the top, 2 form fields. As soon as you put in the email address, it saves it in the database, so there's no having to hit enter or anything. It automatically gets them into his marketing automation. You select the model that you're selling, and then it takes you down the rest of the conversion path. And instead of a bunch of paragraphs, long-winded, long-form paragraphs, he has these images that are like step 1, step 2, step 3, to make it really simple to understand how the process works.
That's
So he's got the video on there for, authenticity. Here's me, here's who our company is, here's why you should trust us. All you have to do is follow a couple steps below. We made it really easy for you if you're on a mobile device. They do a couple little clicks. Hopefully they can just double click right in the email field. Since you use a standard email ID, it should automatically populate if you filled out a form in the past. Click the watch and then boom, you're done. Conversion rates went up like immediately. Like the next day we could see the numbers that they were way up, and then over the next couple weeks his rankings started to come back. So it was like this immediate correlation to, hey, we're providing a better mobile experience,
Right.
and to mobile users we can see our search improve.
So when you're talking about the benchmarks of getting a conversion, what's that? Is it an actual sale that says, okay, we have a conversion, or is it we have this link that is now following us? What would you say is the actual conversion?
It depends on the business model,
Okay.
right? I actually got my degree in e-business, so I kind of can break them down real easy. There's e-commerce. You buy online. Somebody's actually making a purchase online. There's lead generation, where somebody fills out a form and then the actual sale or conversion happens offline. There's membership, where people sign up to become a member and pay a recurring subscription.
Right.
And there's also affiliate, where you're really just selling someone else's stuff. Some big brand that doesn't have the resources to do digital marketing is letting affiliates do the digital marketing for them, and they give them a nice cut of the
Right.
sale normally. And then so then this week we're at the local search summit. So we'll be in San Diego talking about how local search works and getting into those 4 areas that we pay attention to with some of our clients a lot. The data accuracy, the local landing page, the data visibility and citations and so forth.
It's only focused on local.
Yes, and then the last part's reputation. So I'm gonna moderate a panel and talk a little bit about local search. This should be fun.
Nice.
Cool. Well, anyway, this is our intro video. Drinking Ark coffee today. Big props to Ark. We're going to kind of keep this going. Let us know if you like it, us doing these, and if there's any topics you want us to cover, just put it in the comments below, and we'll kind of keep it running. This is Steve Wiideman, Jeremy, and Hansel, and Wiideman Consulting Group. Thanks for watching.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.